All right, everybody. How are you doing? This is Anthony Thomas. I'm back. And as promised, this Thursday, today, it's just you and me. And first of all, I want to thank you guys for listening to the interviews. I appreciate that. And I also want to thank you guys for writing to me, saying you wanted me to go back to doing my episodes where I talk to you and I tell you stories. Uncle S is back. And let's just get started. Folks, now I know a third of my audience, a third of you listening to me right now, according to the statistics, you're in your 20s. A third of my audience is in the 20s. A third is middle-aged like me. And the other third, you guys are old. I shouldn't say that. I'm not that far behind you. My prostate hurts. No, it doesn't. Anyway. But you know what I want to talk to you about, guys? It's amazing how many times in our life we actually are auditioning for stuff. Sometimes we know we're auditioning. If you're in the entertainment industry like me, you know when you're auditioning, you show up, they hand you the script, you walk in there, or when I'm doing comedy, well, I don't have to audition anymore like that, but you know what I'm saying? You go in there, hey, we want to see your show or your tape, whatever. It's like that, but it's not just entertainment. Everything you do is an audition, and I mean everything. Think about your friends that you hang out with right now. Think about how many people you know, how many people you thought were cool, and how many people are actually your friends. How many friends you got? 4? 3? 5? You know it's not that, but you can't have that many close friends. You can only have a handful of people. Usually, it's like you and 2 other people, at the most 3. How many people tried to be your friend? A whole bunch of them. But you know what happened? They auditioned to be your friend and they didn't pass the audition. Oh no. You auditioned to be someone else's friend and you didn't pass the audition. Oh no. That's why you got 3 friends now instead of 33, right? I remember a friend of mine, we've been friends for 30 years. We actually became friends at a street corner. We worked in the same office. We met at the street corner. I recognized him from the office. He recognized me from the office. We started talking to each other. We're having a conversation, and the conversation went so well. This is not an exaggeration. It was light outside, and I didn't have to go to the bathroom. And when we ended the conversation, it was really dark outside because it was nighttime now, and I had to go to the bathroom. That's how long we talked. We literally did a friendship audition. I passed the audition. He passed the audition, and we're friends to this day. But I've also known what it's like when you go up to somebody. You think they're cool. You try to talk to them. You're trying to become friends with them, and they're giving you the cold shoulder. Hey, how about that weather? Yeah, weather, yeah. Hey, how about that football game? I don't really watch football. You're literally wearing a football jersey with the home team on it. Yeah, it was a gift. I literally just saw you buy it for yourself. I really just don't want to talk to you. Okay, it's not that bad, but you know what I'm talking about. Think about your girlfriend or your boyfriend. You auditioned for that person. You auditioned for you because that's what a date is. By the time you become married, you have already passed a whole bunch of auditions. Just to get the phone number, you have to pass an audition. Now, at that point, the audition may be nothing more than the way you look. Maybe it's your smile. Maybe it's your vibe. But you have to audition just to get her phone number, right? And if you're a lady, you have to audition just to have him ask for your phone number and vice versa. You know what I'm talking about, right? You make the phone call. You got to audition on the phone call to get to see them in person again. Yeah, I said it. That's the audition again, right? You got the number. They can give you a number and go, you know what? I changed my mind. That dude was ugly. I ain't answering. Or I'm answering him, I'm going to blow him off. He stinks. You passed that audition. You passed the phone number getting audition. You passed the conversation on the phone audition. And now you got to get her to go out on a date. And I'm telling you right now, you can mess it up before you get to the car. I've seen it. I've been on a double date where I was smooth, got the thing, and I talked to the lady and I said my stuff. And she said her stuff. And she was already putting her hand on my chest and playing with my dimples, telling me that I was cute. Yeah, that's right. And he saw that and he'd have thought that his girl that was with him was going to be the same way. But let's be honest. I'm Anthony. He ain't. Yeah, I said it. And he was trying to be all Captain Smooth, and she's looking at him like, die, bastard. Yeah, I said it. So he failed the audition. And as it turned out, it went from being a double date to all of a sudden she became my date's wing woman, suffering through my friend That was the only double date I ever went on. I don't need anybody messing up my flow. I got rid of his ass. Moving on. Right? But that's the thing. You audition at the front door to get her to the car. She gets in the car. You can actually mess up the date in the car. I've also seen that. Just don't say anything stupid. You're auditioning. Now you auditioned on the phone with conversation. Now you're auditioning on the date with conversation. You haven't even gotten to the restaurant yet. You got to pass the food audition. You get to the restaurant, right? She's looking at you. Let's see. Let's see if he's a cheap piece of crap. Let's see how he treats the waitress. And not only am I going to see how he treats the waitress, I want to see if he looks at her chest or looks at her buttocks when she comes over. He better find the exact right way to be pleasant and nice to her while at the same time not flirting with her, while at the same time not looking at her delicious breast or delicious buttocks. And I'm looking at him. And you're looking at her and she's looking at you. And you're looking at her and she's looking at you. And you're looking at her looking at you and she's looking at you looking at her. And you're going, I gotta pull this off. Oh God, here comes the waitress. She has a tight shirt and tight pants. I can't see them. I can't see them. I can't see them. I better order. Dun, 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 dun. She comes to the table. She's, hey, what's going on? Hey. As it turns out, not only is she a beautiful young lady with a wonderful figure, hey, she's a fan. Oh no, she's going to be extra nice. I mean, under normal circumstances, that's great. But this happened to be a city I did a lot of shows in, and oh, please God. She's looking at me. I got to kind of turn my head towards her and look at her while at the same time looking over at my date who's looking at me. My date's face her expression hasn't changed yet, so she's not upset yet. And now the waitress, oh, you're Anthony Thomas. You're the greatest and the thing and the funniest and the greatest and the thing and the thing with the greatest and the thing. Let me lean the phone. Oh God, she kissed me on the forehead and told me I was hilarious. Okay, it's good. Looking over at my date. Oh, my date's face is slightly changing. Change the subject, get the order, change the subject, or I'm going to not get any more time with this woman. And I would like to order some stuff that makes me definitely not interested in your delicious breasts and buttocks because I don't notice them. I don't see them. I don't see them. I don't see them. I don't see them. Okay, and then you throw some compliments, not over the top, because this is your first date. You can't be over the top of the compliments, because if you're over the top of the compliments to your date across everything, so he's trying to give me extra compliments because he wants that woman's breast. He has no chance with me. He's a piece of crap. So I just go, hey, all right, what would you like? What would you like, babe? What would you like me to get you to? Well, I would like the big. And while she's ordering, you better make sure you look at your date and smile at her. Not too much, because you're not there yet. This is early in the relationship. You did no sexual stuff yet. Just looking at her and just smiling and nodding. Right? They trying to. And kind of just turn your head like 2 degrees when you're talking to the waitress. Look up at her. Okay, we'll take that, and we'll take some appetizers. Right, and you look at the date's face, and her face is relaxed. Yeah, mission accomplished. And you pass the dinner audition. I'm sorry, not the dinner audition. The ordering dinner audition. You pass that. Fantastic. Now you gotta not eat like a pig. You know how you eat when there's nobody around. You nasty, you greedy people. But you decide to eat smooth. Hey, I'm going to cut it with the fork. I put it in the mouth. I'm going to take little pieces so I don't chew like a pig. She's looking over at you like, he is very smooth, even with the way he eats. He didn't look at that waitress's delicious breasts and delicious buttocks, and he's eating smooth. He's not eating like a pig. I'm liking this person. At some point in the near future, I may even have sex with this person. And you're looking at her like, hope sometime in the near future I get to have sex with her. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. You've been on dates. Shut up, back to me. And the dinner conversation goes well. You're not planning on getting it on with her this evening. She's a sweetheart, right? You're cool enough dude to understand that sometimes you got to wait for things, right? You can't just make your move all the time. You can't make your move all the time. You have to think about it like a business decision. You're investing in this stock, right? She's investing in a stock. You're investing in a stock. And if you're investing in a stock that can be explosive, it can also be explosive on the way down, right? You invest in this stock. You invest. You don't expect to get dividends right away. You don't expect it to rise right away. You're investing in the stock for the long haul, right? She's sweet, she's gorgeous, she's a cool person, she's smart. You don't just want to jump on top of her. You want to jump on top of her regularly because she's your girlfriend, right? You want her to jump on top of you regularly as your girlfriend. You want to be sitting on a couch next to her with her hair all in a ponytail. She's got on her glasses, no makeup. You're sitting on the couch. She just took a shower. You just took a shower. You're watching something on Netflix. You look over at her. She looks at you. You look at her. She looked at you. You weren't even planning on doing anything. And all of a sudden, and that means sex. Back to the story, back to the restaurant. So everything's going good, man. You're not even trying anything. You're just trying to be cool. You just wanted to know that you're cool, man. So you pass the dinner audition. You go out someplace else to do some kind of entertainment crap. That doesn't even matter. You just hope the show doesn't suck because you're not even really talking to each other. You're watching the comedy, you're listening to the singer, you're watching the movie, whatever it is. And now you get a couple of drinks, glug, 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 glug. You got your flow down. Now, if you can handle the dinner, you can definitely handle the drinks. You got your flow down, man. You got your flow down, right? You get it back to the car, right? You made it a point to not drink because you're not an idiot. You're driving a car. Don't be stupid. You get in the car with her. You're driving her home. You've already done conversation on the way up, but now you're doing conversation on the way back, and you got about 4 hours of good conversation and fun. This ought to be easy. You take her back to the house, right? So let me walk you to the door. Oh, that's right, you're a real gentleman. You walk her to the door. You see, walk up the steps in front of you. You walk behind her. You walk a little side her right there. She's about to open the door. Now, you're not going to try to go in. She's not giving you your coming in signals. She's giving you, we're definitely going to go out again signals. You'll take that because eventually you'll be in that apartment. Eventually you'll be in that apartment regularly. Eventually she will be in your apartment regularly. And you'll be cool and you'll be able to that means sex. Back to the dates, right? And she leans in, right? You're kind of half going for the cheek, hoping she'll give you the mouth action, and you're going getting closer to the cheek, and then she puts her hand on the side of your head and kisses you right on the mouth. Oh yeah, jiggy, right? Not right. Stop being pigs. It's your first date. Give me a break, you pigs. She goes now and says, hey, do me a favor. What's that? Is this your kitchen right there? The kitchen light? Yeah. Could you do me a favor? Could you flick that kitchen light before I pull off so I know everything's okay? You know what? You're really a sweetheart. She goes into the place. She goes up. She flicks the kitchen light. But she doesn't just flick the kitchen light. She opens up the kitchen window. She doesn't even bother flicking the light. She goes, everything's okay, sweetie. Yeah, she calls you sweetie. Oh, guess who passed a whole bunch of auditions? All you got to do is repeat that performance a few more times, and then you'll be in there with her flicking the kitchen light. That also means sex. Boom, boom, jiggy, boom, da boom, jiggy. You know what I'm saying. So some time passes and you're actually in the relationship with her and everything's going good and you get married, you live happily ever after. That's the way it's supposed to go, right? But as we both know, most relationships fail. Most of them. Even when you wind up married, you have the best wife, best husband in the world, you've already been out with about 5 to 10 to 15, maybe 20 people, maybe way more than that. And guess what? Every last one of those relationships, dates, mini relationships, short-term relationships, all of them have failed. Now, I just gave you the rosy scenario. But I've been in relationships, you've been in relationships where you had the dump audition, right? I call it the dump audition. And that's the audition that you don't even know you're taking because they're trying to decide whether or not to dump you. Oh, yeah, I said it, right? And I'm going to give you the guy version first, right? You ever see your girlfriend, like say whether you're living with her or you're married to her or you just overall each other's houses, and for some reason she decides she wants to go to the store and no, you stay here. She always wants you to. How many times do women ever go anywhere and they don't want to drag you with them? They always want to drag you with them. The only place they don't want to drag you with them is to the bathroom. And if you live with them, oh, they'll drag you in the bathroom. Come in here and talk to me while I'm using the bathroom. Nah, how long you going to be in there? You're going to be in there, 5, 10, 15 minutes? I'll still be outside where the smells aren't. You know what I'm saying? When I was younger, I had a girlfriend. We were having a rough time. We were still boom boom jiggity, but it wasn't the same. When you're in love and everything's fantastic, it's boom boom jiggity boom boom jiggy jiggy boom boom jiggity boom boom jiggy jiggy. But we weren't having a good time. It wasn't boom boom jiggy boom boom jiggy jiggy boom boom jiggy jiggy. You know what it was? It was right. I don't want no. I want boom boom jiggy boom boom jiggy. I want boom boom jiggy, not him. Right? So we're going through a whole like months of with an occasional boom boom jiggy. Not even boom boom jiggy, just boom boom jiggy. That stinks. And you see her walking down the steps. You ever seen your woman walk down the steps and it looks like she's talking to herself? You ever seen that? Right? She's not having any kind of mental health problems, hopefully. No. Know what she's doing? She's practicing her "it's not you, it's me" speech, or she's practicing her "it ain't me, it's definitely you" speech. Oh yeah, she's getting it ready. She's preparing. She's preparing the weapon she's going to use to murder the relationship. She's becoming the relationship hit person. You're taking the dump audition. She's auditioning the dump kit, and you don't even realize it. As an older guy, I know what it looks like. Right? As an older guy, I see, because I can see that. I'm like, oh no, she's about to get ready to dump my behind. Oh no, you don't. You know how good a performer I am? Oh no. I see it coming. And I know what I got to do. And I change a couple things. And she comes back in and she's looking at me like, and I can't even tell you what I'm going to do because it's my secret sauce. And I'll save that for the book. Right? I hit it with the secret sauce. Hey, baby, give me got up, do what I say. Hey, what's going on? And she lights back up, and then all of a sudden, boom, boom, jiggity, boom. No more, boom, boom, jiggity, boom. But sometimes they're so set on getting rid of you. It's gotten so bad that there's really nothing you can do. Nothing you can do. You see them practicing, got the hand motions while they're walking to the car, or you walk into the kitchen. She seems like she's talking. She ain't got any headphones on. She's practicing how to get rid of you. She's practicing her speech, right? Sometimes they've already picked the next guy, got him all lined up. It's like being in a baseball game. You're on 3 balls, 2 strikes. It's the bottom of the 9th, right? There's 1 out, right? And right? And you're sitting there and the pitcher's about to throw the ball, right? And the guy's sitting there swinging a bat, ready to take the plate, right? Swing and a miss, and she dumps your punk behind, and he's up at the plate taking a swing. Yeah, taking a swing. A lot of times, like I said, most relationships fail, so he's probably going to strike out too, but at least he gets all up on her plate. You know what I'm saying? You don't even realize you're being dump auditioned. Everything in life is an audition, my friend. Everything is an audition. You audition for dates, you audition for friends. Like I said, you go through dump auditions where your woman may be deciding to throw you over the side of the, throw you off the relationship bridge. But when you really think about it, how can I put this? When you really think about it, if you actually know that everything's an audition, then the best thing you can do on your end is to become the best performer you can be, right? Become the best friend you can be. Become the best husband, best boyfriend you can be, right? If you perform at your best and you don't pass the audition, you can live with that. It's the same thing in show business. There's been times when I walked into the audition and I knew I did the best. There was no stone unturned. I did the best. Maybe the people that were booking the show or the people that were casting whatever laughed their brains off or cried. Whatever it was that I needed to do in the room to audition for the job, I did everything. I walked out of there going, that was the best I could do. If I don't get the job, there's just nothing I can do about it. I've been there before. I've done comedy shows where I walked on the stage and got a standing ovation, but they wouldn't even want to sit down, and still didn't get booked at places. I mean, that was like 35,000 years ago, but I still remember it. And I remember driving home going, I was the only person that got a standing ovation. I got a standing ovation. They didn't want me off the stage, yet I still didn't get booked. How do you do better than that? And I racked my brain. I was annoyed. I was angry. I mean, I was furious. I was the kind of angry where, if I was a violent person, I'd want to knock somebody out. And I was like, and then I realized, like I just said, as I got a little older, I realized if you're going on an audition and you do the best you can and it doesn't work out, it wasn't for you, my friend. If you are the nicest person in the world, the best guy, the most credible guy, and you try to be friends with a dude because you think he's cool and you're a good dude, and he's just like, yeah, whatever, bro. Don't worry about it. That dude wasn't supposed to be your friend. It's not a big deal. If you roll up on a lady, you ask for her phone number, she's like, you're not my type. Don't worry about it. You're not her type. Why you want to be in a relationship with someone if you're not their type? Maybe she's mean with you piece of crap. Why would you want to be in a relationship with someone who's going to treat you like that? No. You go to a job audition and you are qualified for the job and you rip that interview and they don't hire you. It's not a big deal. I mean, it sucks that you don't get the job, but don't beat yourself up. You're not going to pass every audition. In fact, you'll probably fail most auditions. But the most important thing is, the only thing that's important is the ones that you actually pass. Remember when we started talking, I told you about those 3 friends. Those guys have been your friends since you were 10 years old. And if you're a young person, that's probably half your life, like my young ones in the audience. You got that guy you were friends with since high school, maybe college, and he's still your boy. You know that guy would jump in front of a bullet for you. Those 3 dudes are your real friends. Don't worry about the idiots that don't like it. That's their loss. If you're going after somebody, ladies and guys and ladies, and they don't feel you, they're not feeling you when you step to them and try to get with them, it's really not that big a deal. You will find someone that actually digs you for who you are, and they're going to dig you so much you don't have to do any more auditions. You can just have the show. It's the same thing with jobs. The job sucks. If they can't see how special you are, to hell with them. Right? That's all I'm saying. And that's all I'm going to say, because that's the end of this episode. Folks, thank you very much. I appreciate the love that you've shown me. I appreciate you asking me to come back and tell these stories. Much love to you. I appreciate the love you sent me. Do me a favor, my friends. Just remind yourself and make a note that I will be here on Thursdays. It will be just you and me. Now, I'm not saying I'm not going to pop in more than Thursday, but I will definitely be here on Thursday. I may pop in a few more times a week. I don't know. That may be the thing, but we definitely have a date Thursdays, okay? You asked for it, you got it, and I love doing it. So, if you hear me, whatever you're listening to me on, do me a favor, my friends. Rate and review this podcast. 5 stars, damn it. And tell a friend to tell a friend. Make sure you subscribe. Spread the word. I want to have as many of you as possible come back so we can hang out on Thursdays. Okay? Much love to you all. And I will see you next week, my friends. Thank you. See you later.